Is the hate for Roman Reigns justified? Alexis Carrillo here, back with some more Wrestling Talk content on the Alexis Carrillo brand YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any Wrestling Talk content in the future. And one thing that I'm going to say right now that I just want to put out there, simply because I've got to be honest, and I've got to be honest with anyone who's listening to me right now, is the fact that I am a Roman Reigns fan. That's right, you heard it. I am a Roman Reigns fan. But here's the thing. I'm not the biggest Roman Reigns fan. He is not my favorite wrestler. But what does bug me, bother me, is the fact that Roman Reigns is pretty much the most hated personality in wrestling today. And I consider that the right reasons are not there to hate him. Now, here's the thing. I am a fan, well, I'm not a fan. I believe in subjectivity. And subjectivity pretty much means that you have your opinion, I have my opinion, and you might like stuff that I don't like, and I might like stuff that you don't like, and that's okay. I agree with that. But I'm also curious in analyzing why fans are not accepting Roman Reigns, when in my view, there's pretty much only two reasons why you would hate someone like Roman Reigns. Now here's a few of the comments, debates, arguments that people use against Roman Reigns. The fact that he is terrible in the ring, which is something I do not agree with, because if you look upon his history of matches, he's had his fair share of good to great matches. You have to consider his matches against AJ Styles in early to mid 2016. A little bit later, he had good matches with Seth Rollins. Most recently, he's had good brawls with Braun Strowman. And a lot of people like to say, well, he was carried in those matches. And I disagree in part, because yes, in most of those instances, Roman Reigns was the lesser performer. Roman Reigns was not the best wrestler in those matches. He's certainly not a better wrestler than AJ Styles or Seth Rollins, but the fact of the matter is, to have a good to great match, you need at least two good to great performers. Because if you consider someone like AJ Styles, who has had matches with Roman Reigns and Jinder Mahal, the matches are night and day to me. He's had good to great matches with Roman Reigns, like I said, like 2 years ago. As we know, if you consider his matches with Jinder Mahal, yes, he had to carry him to those matches, and those matches were acceptable for that moment and for the story leading up to it. Now let's take into consideration the argument about mic work. He's not the best on the mic. He can't work the stick. One thing that people are not considering is WWE is scripted. Promos in WWE are scripted. And yes, I'm not absolving Roman Reigns of all the fault. He does have some fault in not succeeding and being better on the microphone. But it also has to do with the lines that are given to him. We've seen it in the past. In the past promos that he has done. He has made some promos really work. Some promos that were given to him. And he has butchered so many lines in the past that were given to him by WWE management. And, you have to consider someone like John Cena, someone like The Miz, who are better on the mic than he is. And are performers who can make those lines work. But you also have to consider the fact that some of it is not his fault, and he's doing the best that he can with what he is given. And argument number 3. the fact that he is the chosen one, the fact that he is Vince McMahon's boy, the fact that he is WWE's top guy, handpicked top guy. And, you know, that's an argument that's a lot of fans consider, because you read the backstage stories about pushing him to the moon. You notice it over the fact that he has been in the main event of WrestleMania for the past 4 years, and that is true. It does feel like they're shoving him down our throats. But consider this. If Roman Reigns was not considered the top guy, if you did not read on the dirt sheets that he was WWE's handpicked top guy, and if he hadn't main evented the past 4 WrestleManias in a row, what would you think of Roman Reigns? Would you hate him as much? Would you like him a little bit more? Would you not care about him as much? And that is something that a lot of fans use against him. He is not the right guy to be the top guy. And like I said, subjectivity, it's all your opinion, but you also have to consider, if he wasn't put in this position in the first place, what would be your stance on this performer, on this wrestler that WWE currently has their hands on? That's reason number 1. And reason number 2, like I said, subjectivity. You like him or you don't like him. You might not like Roman Reigns, and that's fine, that's okay. I'm not a fan of Baron Corbin, but that's a topic for another video. A lot of fans are a fan of Baron Corbin. That's fine. That's the subjectivity involved in wrestling and in any form of entertainment. That's it for me. Till next time.